Hello, I'm Heather Sparling, and I'm going to model a couple of searches using Boolean operators in Clad Amish Scotia Gaelic na Halapin Lui, or the Nova Scotia Gaelic Song Index. So let's start by searching the index. Let's imagine that we want to know all of the milling songs in the collection. So I'm going to use milling, and I'm going to go to classifications. Now, I happen to know that classifications is a fixed term list. So that means that only certain words can be used to search that field. You can go to the user guide to get the full list of terms, and you can see here that milling is one of the terms for classification, but that luag or luai, the Gaelic term, and walking, the Scottish term, do not appear, and they would not result in any songs being returned. So we must use the term milling. So I put milling into classifications, and these options don't really matter since they're more relevant to Gaelic search terms. I press search and I get 632 results. That means that there are 632 records of Gaelic songs, milling songs in this index. However, that includes repetitions. So every instance of a song that we found has its own record, but there are many duplications within that. Let's say that we actually want to know just the milling songs that were written in Nova Scotia. Remember that this index includes all Gaelic songs that were known in Nova Scotia, which can include songs from elsewhere. But let's say we only want to know the milling songs that were written in Nova Scotia. So I'm going to use that plus sign to add a line to my search, and I'm going to use the AND Boolean operator to limit my search a little further to Nova Scotia in place of origin. And now when I search, I get 51 songs instead of over 600 songs. So 51 songs in this collection, again, can include repetitions, as you can see from song 1 and 3. There are 51 records of songs that were written in Nova Scotia that are milling songs. Keep in mind that you can get further information about any song by clicking on its identifier number, and the full record will come up. And you can get a lot more additional information, including where the song can be found, and if it exists online, there will be a link to the online materials. Okay, let's imagine a different search. This time, I'm going to reset my search. I want to look for all the songs that are about Gaelic. So I'm going to put the word Gaelic in here, and this time I'm going to search for subject, which is about the content of the lyrics, whereas classification is the type of song. What's important to know here is that the subject field is not limited to a certain list of terms, and in fact is somewhat subjective, as we had many people working on this project, and different people picked different subject words. And some people picked more words than other people. So keep in mind that this is not a very precise search. So we search for all of the songs that are about Gaelic, and we get 136 rows. Because I know that that field is somewhat subjective, then I want to also think about other terms that might also have been used. So I'm going to expand my search by using the Boolean operator OR. And this time I'm going to choose language, but also under subjects. So this way I'm going to find all of the songs that are about Gaelic or that are about language. So it will increase the number of results. And I press search. And this time I get a few extra songs. My list has moved from 136 to 139. I hope that these two sample searches give you some sense of how you can use Boolean operators when searching this index.